Alright guys, Brian here. Here's my DRZ project that I've been working on. Today I'm doing the JD jet kit on the stock carb. So I'm going to walk you through the process with me. So first of all, if you're getting this from Thumper Talk, it has the option to buy the stainless screws and the longer air fuel mixture screw. Don't buy the stainless from Thumper Talk because new screws already come with the JD jet kit. So just a heads up on that. All right, and so let's get started. So the first thing you need to do is remove the idler screw from its clip and then unscrew it from its spot. Okay, that's so you can get the float bowl off the bottom here. Next, you're going to want to do the 4 float bowl screws here, 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 and here. These are JIS screws, so regular Phillips won't take them out. You can see I got this one undone and this one undone with my screwdriver I had, but I stripped out these two. So what I did with these stripped out ones is I got a needle nose vice grip and I got it on there nice and tight, and it broke them free just fine. And you got those replacement screws already, so you don't need to worry about damaging those screws. So if you have issues and you don't want to buy a JIS screw bit, then vice grip is the way to go. I'd recommend getting the JIS anyways. I have some in the mail actually. They just didn't get here in time. But there's a lot of other spots on the engine and on this bike where JIS would come in handy. So if you're going to be doing a DIY project like this, you might as well just bite the bullet and get them. It's worth it. They're like $4. And then you don't strip out your screws like if you're doing a Kickstarter install or something like that. I know there's 2 JIS screws for those. So anyways, so I'll get that off and update you. Alright, so here's the sheet that comes with the JD jet kit. Comes with all the information you need. And I'm going to be getting an MRD exhaust and doing the airbox mod on this when I put it back together. So it gives you right here. This is DRZ with airbox mods and aftermarket exhausts. So go ahead and pause your screen here. And it tells you exactly what you want. And then you just got to fine tune it after that. And then here's what you got if it's stock. So I'll be going with the clip position 4, main jet 160. Yeah, I'll try 160 first, and then go up from there if I need to. And then pilot jet at 25 is what I'll be going with. So I guess they're all 25. So, all right. Anyways, back to it. All right, guys. To remove the main pilot jet, you're gonna take this plastic clip off. Nothing holding it on, just slides right off, just like that. And then you're gonna slide an 8mm wrench over the retainer and get you a flat tip like that. Just slide it on the jet and twist it off while holding that wrench, and then unscrew it, and that's it. That main jet is out. And if you're wondering, this is the starter jet. You're not replacing that at all. Nothing changes on that. Just the main jet and the pilot jet. And all you need to do for the pilot jet is just get you your flat tip, get it on there, and unscrew it. And pilot jet's out. Just like that. Too easy. Remember, you don't need to take this off. You don't need to loosen that at all. Get your 8mm wrench, hold it, and you don't need to mess with that at all. Okay. Alright guys, so like I said in that paper earlier, there's actually only one pilot jet that comes with this kit, and that's the 25, so you don't need to try very hard to find that one. But there is 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 main jets, so make sure you grab the right one. I'm going with the 160 first, the smaller one. I don't know if you can read that, because it recommends 160 or 170. And when I rejetted my my Honda Shadow, I found I had better luck starting at the lowest and working my way up, tuning it, and then working my way up to the highest one that worked after that. So to put the main jet in, just screw it into that retainer, grab your 8mm again, just to hold it, your flat tip, and tighten it down just to snug. It's brass, you will strip this out pretty easy. So just snug, and that's it. Main jet's in. That's all you gotta do. And then take your pilot jet, stick it down that hole, and screw it in. And not to insult your intelligence, but you always start your screws or anything that screws in by hand, just so you don't strip it out, or cross-thread it, excuse me. Just grab your screwdriver. And same thing, pilot jet's brass. You don't want to strip these out or anything like that. And it doesn't need to be insanely tight. You know, you don't need to hulk it or anything. So just snug, and you're done. Slide your plastic clip back on, and put your bowl on, replace the new screws, and that's it for the bottom end. Then we'll move up to the top end. So I'll give you an update when it's all put back together. Alright guys, so the float bowl is back on, wire clamp and idler screw clamp are back on where they go. And something I didn't mention earlier is this right here is your air fuel mixture screw. There's going to be a brass plug that kind of looks like the one down in here. All you need to get that off, this is off 2017, so they have holes started in those brass plugs, and brass is real soft. So really all you need is, you don't even need to drill the plug out. You can literally screw a wood screw in, like I did, and pull it out. Just some random old wood screw, because it's already got the hole started. And then once you get the plug out, that's your screw. So that's worth noting. So all right, now the flip bowl's back on. All that's left to do on the bottom here is to screw in my idler screw and clip it back into the clip. And that's all for the bottom end. Alright guys, now for the top of the carburetor. It's just 2 screws right here and right here. Something to note when you're taking this off is there's a little O-ring right in here. So here's the choke. Here's the throttle cable connections right here. And right here, this corner has got a little O-ring. So when you take this off, be careful you don't lose that, because if you lose that, your bike ain't gonna work. So keep that in mind when you're taking these off. So I'll get this off and get back to you guys. Alrighty, so the screws are out. So you're gonna take this cap off. Spring will come with it, or not. Take the cap off, take the spring out. And then here's that little O-ring I was talking about that you don't want to lose. So make sure you're not losing that. And then all that's left is pull the diaphragm out. Careful not to tear it. It's pretty soft. And there you go. Now you're done with the carburetor for now. Set it aside in a manner where you don't tip it over and lose that. Alright guys, I got the diaphragm out. You can see down in there. Alright, so to get the needle out, there's that white retainer up there. You just take needle nose, get in there. Don't pull too hard because there's a spring in there that you don't want to lose. Yep, there we go. So here's the retainer. And then I told you not to pull too hard. I pulled too hard. There's the spring. You don't want to lose that. It goes right in the retainer like that. And it sits on top of the needle. Okay, so with that out, take the needle out. There's a bunch of loose stuff on the stock needle, loose like spacers and stuff. So when you're taking it out, I don't know if you saw that, but I pushed from the bottom and just put my thumb over the top, because you need those stock washers still off of this needle. So go ahead and slide the thick washer, thin washer right there, and this spacer maybe. Alright, so I got the thick washer and the thin washer off. Sorry about that. On the stock needle, there was a clip on top of this plastic washer that was just kicking my ass. So I couldn't get it off. So once the clip is off, the washer should just come on. It's on there, let me tell you. Give me 1 second here, guys. I got cold fingers. I can't get that thing off. Alright guys, so I got the plastic clip off. Took a little work. That thing was on that old spring, but just took a little force, that's all. So with the new, I chose the blue. There's a red that came with the kit also, but as you saw from the diagram earlier, the blue is what they recommend. And then clip 4. So you can see I got that. There's 5 positions. I got that on the 4th. So you're just gonna slide the plastic one on, and then the thick one on the bottom as well. And the thin one is gonna go on top, if I can pick that up. Damn. There we go. And the thin one goes on top of the clip. Just like that. And then
I think there was enough room in front of your car, but like remove it because I'm over there.
And then just the easiest way to slide it in. From the bottom. Damn, I can't get that hole. There we go. So slide it in from the bottom. Just pull it through. Make sure everything's still on there. Okay, and then it goes the that retainer you pulled out earlier. Make sure the spring's on there. O-ring. Make sure you didn't pick up any gunk from the ground. Clean. Alright, and I'm gonna grab my needle nose. Get them on there. And slide it over top. And push until you, I don't know if you guys can hear that click, but push until you hear the click, and it's in. So you're gonna take it. Diaphragm looks good, just give it a quick inspection. And it can only go in the carburetor one way. So you can see that there. So just slide it in. Needle goes in the hole, and boom, just like that. It's in. Put the spring down in there. Put the cap on. There's only one way it can go on because of that O-ring. And put your screws in, and that's it. Alright, 2 more things. I replaced that fuel mixture screw. It's pretty straightforward, so there's no reason to really videotape it, but to put it in, you can see I marked it there. It's all the way in till it's bottomed out, and then you back it out 2 full turns, which is why I marked it so you can keep track of how many turns you went out. And last thing before I leave you guys today is here is the stack up for the needle. So I'll let you look at that for a second. Just because I got it on video, but it's always, I like seeing things. So, alright guys. That's all for today. Make sure if you learn anything, or if you want to follow the rest of this build up, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.